Prime Reviews.
Shockwave, Function Military Operations Commander.
Clarity of thought before rashness of action.
Cold, brutal, scientific approach to war. Seeks to overthrow Megatron as leader of Decepticons because he believes logic says he would be better. As laser gun, can emit lethal beams of energy from anywhere on the electromagnetic spectrum. Gamma rays, X-rays, light, infrared rays, radio waves, etc. Flies in laser gun or robot mode. High fuel use, but can be powered by nuclear sources. Often confounded by initiative, emotional thinking.
And here, despite my protests, for a special Transformers review of G1 Shockwave. This happens to be John Bailey's personal favorite toy, although I don't know why I'm not his personal favorite toy. I should be number one, not number two. This is Generation 1 Shockwave in his vehicle/gun mode. And as you can see, it's got a great detail for a Generation 1 figure. The purple is very nice. It happens to be John Bailey's favorite color as well. It's got the nice Decepticon logo in the front. And, couldn't find any 9-volt batteries for this thing. Who uses 9-volt batteries anymore? Anyways, but it's got the great handle. And the trigger right here. It's got this great scope. And the tube. Overall, very, very, very cool. This, translucent purple plastic here. Massive weapon. And unlike Megatron, at least he stayed the same size in gun mode. As for the transformation, G1 toys were fairly simple. You would remove the end of this to reveal his awesome weapon/hand. Kinda girly, if you ask me, almost a pinkish color. Pull down his legs like this. Fold this part in. Flip this part up. Spread his legs apart. I'm not even going to go there. Flip his feet out. And finally spread his arms. Open wide. Very careful with this tube here. It breaks easily, so don't stretch it to an extent. Turn his arm around. He's got one loose leg, that's not too bad. And simply fold up his ears. He is one vicious-looking, purple-headed, one-eyed monster. As for articulation, this figure actually was ahead of its time for articulation. His arm bends at the shoulder, bends at the elbow, and rotates at the elbow, which was fairly rare for a G1. His head rotates 360 degrees, although I won't do it. His ears move up and down, so you can pretend to be a puppy dog. I'm a puppy dog. It's got a little bit of flaking on the eye. Oh, and his shoulders go up and down like, say what? Anyways. And his one hand, his strong hand, rotates at the wrist 360 degrees. His leg bends at the upper thigh and bends at the knee. He has a little trouble standing straight. He wants to slide to one side. But other than that, it's a fairly solid figure. And if you don't know what to do with this thing, you can always put it on here to form what I call the Mega Gun. Fit it in that hole right there. And now, for those really hard to kill Autobots, who wants some? I think that's pretty cool. That's what you call a weapon right there. Eat your heart out, Megatron. The only thing you can't do is the Perceptor Kick. Size comparison, he's no match for Masterpiece Optimus Prime, which I've heard tell John Bailey that it's his second favorite figure. I don't know why it's just not his first. I mean, come on. Also, G1 Shockwave comes with the ever so cool instruction booklet. Comes with the decoder piece for the back of the box. And it comes with one of the original checklists. Let's see what we can find on here. What? There's no Optimus Prime on here. Is this some kind of conspiracy? Ah, forget that. Look at that. His arm's all backward. Eat your heart out, John Bailey. They got your favorite toy backwards on the ball. That's what you forget for picking this one first. Apparently, the story goes John Bailey wanted one of these as a child, and his mother found one at a Sears and Roebuck thrift store, or outlet store of some kind. And it was gray and had a different kind of trigger on the front, if you know what I'm saying. And his brother convinced him, oh, it's G1 Shockwave. He just looks different out of the package. And apparently it wasn't Shockwave, it was Shockwave from Radio Shack.